In today's video, we're going to see if the 89 Pacific Air Cadets.ca website will migrate to Joomla 4. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 140 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Yes, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I'm also available for hire, short-term or long-term, to help you with your Joomla sites or work on your Joomla sites. So tim@cybersalt.com. Hit me up if you're looking for some help. All right, today's video is brought to you by mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru. Get a free site audit for your Joomla site. You'll like it. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites and other kinds of sites. And if you decide to subscribe, use the coupon code BASICJoomla. All right, so today, this site that we're migrating, I'll give you just a little bit of history on it. And hello to everyone in chat, by the way. Let me just check over here. I got to bring that up because I saw Bjorn was already in chat. And which window is it that I want to see here? This one here. Yes, there's Bjorn and Ivor. All right, so this site, before the pandemic started, 89 Pacific Air Cadets here in Victoria, British Columbia, they had a WordPress site that was super hacked and infected. And so I worked it out and created a Joomla site for them, moved their content from their old site over. And we had big plans for this site. I was going to show them how they could pick what old content they wanted. And anyways, COVID hit. They weren't meeting in person. We all know the story. So now that they're starting to meet together again, let me turn off this phone call there. Now that they're starting to meet again, they've asked for access to their site to start to doing things on the content. Now it's a Joomla 3 site, and I did have an Asteroid template on there. And so I thought before I give them access to the back end of the site, or to the commander of the unit, I would migrate it to Joomla 4 just so they don't have to learn something and then learn something new when it gets switched over. And it's a pretty basic site. So that's why today I'm going to. Now, as you will see as we go to the screen here, chat on, right computer screen capture. Yeah, as you'll see, hello, Mary and Verhulst Ronnie from Belgium. Welcome. I think this is, that looks like a new name in chat. Good to have you here. So I went to the site today just to get ready for the stream, and I noticed that the template has gone awry. Now, as Bjorn has pointed out in the chat, this is an Asteroid framework template. Now, if you're regular on the channel, you know that Asteroid, JoomDev is no longer developing Asteroid, and I had a video about that. But the latest update that I've heard from JoomDev, from Chaitan Madan, my friend, is that the people that do EasyBlog are actually taking over Asteroid and the JoomDev products. I don't know about JD Page Builder, but they're going to continue to develop them and support them. So that's great news. And so I'm just going to wait and see how that transition works and what's going on, because I certainly have a lot of sites in Asteroid. And yeah, if it's happening, that's great. I'll continue to use Asteroid on a number of things. Side note, and Mary will be very happy. Watch her say this in chat, how happy she is. I bought CK Template Creator to play around with that because Mary is doing a site for me, and I logged into it just to see what CK Template Creator was like, and it's different, and starting to figure it out. So, you know, those things there's a learning curve. So I may start using that on some sites as well. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, see, she said yay. Anyways, so my goal today is, because this was a very plain site anyways, migrated Joomla 4. I'm going to use Cassiopeia, get them started with a very basic template. Then I can give them access to their site. And so I know that's a long preamble to the video today, but for those of us that have that are doing this for others and for clients, that's some of the factors that play into this. So the other the other site that I migrated to Joomla for, the Shahela Shiloh site, is one that was really being shut down, and so that was another good one to do. So we will get to it here. And oh, Mary put a video in our Slack group for anybody who wants to try it out. Excellent. Cool. And if someone wants to put an invitation to the Slack group in chat, that would be great too. Somebody who has a wrench. All right, so here we are at this site now. So on my other window here, let me just see here. No, that's the thumbnail that I made today. Let's see the other window. Here we go. Here I'm going to bring up the control panel for 89 Pacific, and what we want to do is also log into the back end of the site. All right, and there we go. Log in, and components, Akiba backup. Let's make an Akiba backup, and I'm going to show you something I did the other day just to sort of save me a little step when I was making a sandbox site for another very large site. Let's just see manage backups. The most recent one is 1116. Yeah, that's great. And it's 1 gigabyte. So what I want to do is take this backup, take a backup, and restore it over and make a sandbox copy of this site. So we will do that. Watch this. So this is Akiba backup. Let's go to manage profiles, and I'm going to call this make a sandbox. All right. Copy, and that's the name that we'll give it. Oh, I have to go new up here. Sorry. Make a sandbox copy. All right. Now the reason that I'm doing this is for this reason here. If we go to control panel, you'll see that if I go to manage backups, all of my backups are stored on Dropbox. That's where I export backups to on Dropbox. And so I could remove this back, and then we'll put it in my Akiba backup folder, and then I will be able to anyways, where it goes in this site, then I have to copy it in the server and do some other things. So what I'm going to do is create a profile that just backs up to a location for the sandbox. All right, so for instance, okay, here we are. Here's the cPanel for the account here. All right, I'm going to create a subdomain. So it's files, database, files. Where are you? Oh my goodness. No, it's not. That's right. Domains. Okay. A subdomain. I've got a few in here. So I'm going to call this sandbox. All right. And I'm going to create it. Now I'm creating that first so that it exists. So that now when I go into the profile manager here and I switch to make a sandbox copy, all right, I select it and I switch. Now I go to configuration, and I'm going to put the output directory not in the site root backup. I'm going to put it into that subdomain. So if I go to 89 Pacific 89 and scroll down, here's my new subdomain, sandbox.89. So that's great. I use that. And then for my post-processing, this updates to Google Drive in this case. I'm going to say no post-processing. So it will actually put this inside the sandbox copy, which is great. I want that. That's going to save me a step. So now, through one click, I'm just going to back up those files into that sandbox copy. All right. Now, now I'm making that copy there. I probably should maybe have jumped the gun here a little bit because let's see here. I could probably remove a few things first. Let's just do that first. Control V. We'll ignore that backup. All right, let me get back over here. Thank you for putting that link in there, Mary. All right, so a few things that we can do here. I have a backup of this. So first of all, before migrating, you have to be using the latest version of Joomla. So we will install that update right here, right now, 3.10.3. And I'm pretty sure I clicked it. A little bit happening there with the backup. Here we go. Zoom across, and we've updated that. All right, next we're going to go up in options. We're going to go to the update channel to be Joomla Next, which we will see is Joomla 4. All right, we'll check for updates. And here we go. So here's the pre-check that we've looked at before. And we're going to see what things we don't need on here right now. All right, so there's a few regular labs things. Let's look at what we don't need. A bunch of things here. Tassos, GeoIP, convert forms. There is an update for that. All right, so we're going to work through some of these things here. For the template, since the template is not working, I'm going to go to templates, and I'm going to go to Protostar, and then I make that the default, and let's clean the cache, and let's go up to preview what it looks like. Oh, there you go. That's okay. I must have changed something around. That's good. That'll do for now. That is Protostar. Excellent. All right, so let's go to extensions, manage, and manage, and then we can remove the asteroid things. Asteroid. Convert forms, elastic mail integration. I must have an old thing of convert forms on here, although I just did some work for them, so we'll see. Anyways, we're going to uninstall all of the asteroid stuff, since we won't be carrying that over. And okay, now that's all right. Clicking through too many things here. Good. Let's go components and regular labs extension manager. Make sure we have the latest of everything here. We do. All right, let's go components, Joomla update, and check for updates and see what else we have here. All right, so SH404 SEF, that's not being carried over, and so we do not need that. And the mysites.guru plugin can be removed. All right. So let's go to extensions and manage that, and let's go sites, mysites.guru plugin. We'll uninstall that. That's that's what talks to mysites.guru, so I'll be adding that site again. And SH404, let's go 404, filter apps for that, and that's all uniques. So we will uninstall that. Okay, and let's go components, Joomla update, and let's check for updates again. Okay, we're getting there. Now convert forms. Let's see what's happening with convert forms. This is the latest one. And I have that there, yeah, so that's good. All right. What else do we have here? Oh, this is information information unavailable. Okay. We don't have anything that's saying no, so let's see. I know I have the latest convert forms in there. So at this point, I'm going to do, see, regular labs, extension manager, better preview, better trash, advanced module manager. Okay. Components, regular labs, extension manager. Let's, oh, next, actually do this through the extension manager itself. Manage extensions and manage. And we'll go regular labs, or regular labs. All right, so some of these, the library cache cleaner, better, yeah, so better trash is still August 2021, so some of these have not been updated, and that's okay. Advanced module manager, I don't, I thought that there's something out for that, but I think he's still working on it. But again, it's a very plain site, so I don't really need these. And the extension manager I know is not Joomla 4 ready yet. DB replacer is. Cache cleaner is. Advanced module manager, better preview, and the action log for the extension manager we'll take out, and advanced module manager we'll uninstall that. Take a bunch of those out. Okay. Yeah, convert forms 3.1.2 is okay. All right. So let's go components. Let's go, yeah, components. Joomla update. And I'll check for updates. I'd like the scan to run again. Well, we're getting less and less. So convert forms is there. GOIP. I don't. We could remove that because I'm not using it anyways. And Novarain. Novarain. I think that is the manages the licenses for convert forms. Otherwise, it looks like everything is here, and we will just plug away. All right, now I'm going to do this backup. So let's delete that one. Now I will make a backup to make a sandbox copy. And in the meantime, we're going to go into the control panel here for the hosting, and we need to make a database. Now, let's see here. We'll go down to database. Let's go to the MySQL wizard, 89 Pacific, and let's just call it J4 site. All right, that's to create the database. And then let's create a user, and we will call that user site J4. Right. Now for the password off screen, I'm going to create that. Okay. So I don't need to change it later. Go to Bitwarden, generate a password, B, Control B. All right. Now I'm going to create that user. All right, which we can see here. Okay. And we're going to give all privileges to that user. So here's this user here, and this user here. All right, and we're going to go make changes, and now we have that database there. Okay, so next, what we need to do is, let's leave that there. Our backup is complete. So now we're going to go back into the control panel to the file manager. And that's, by the way, that cPanel's new dark mode template for accounts, which I really like. We're going to sandbox.89 Pacific Air Cadets. There's our backup file. Now I need to upload Kickstart, which is here, basic Joomla, sorry, Joomla 3, Akiba backup, where are we here, Akiba, And I've renamed it Kick Me. All right. So now we can just go to this URL here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to go /kickme.php. And now we're going to make our sandbox copy here. All right, so we will go start and extract that file. Some of you, I know Mary has seen this probably. Some of you may know that we had a huge rainstorm on the weekend here in my province. And we basically have problems on every single major highway for moving around. In fact, you cannot drive from the west coast of Canada to the east coast of Canada right now because of highway outages. By staying in the country anyways. So it is a huge mess. Even the mountain pass out of my town. So I live in the provincial capital, but it's a 2-lane highway out of town heading up north, and that is closing every night for a week because just about had the highway washed off the side of the mountain. Okay, so we're going to run the installer. Here we go. Everything looks happy there. Good. Now, local database, localhost. Now, this is where you put your username, password, and database name. I'm going to take this off the screen because when I start using my pasting, you will see the password, so I don't want that. So let's see here. You already know what the username is, but it is that, and this is the password, and this is the database. Pretty sure that's it. All right, we'll go back here, and we'll go next. The database is restored. We go here. That is great. I'm not going to save that. We go next. Almost there. All right, so close this window. Clean up. Yes, Mary is in the States, so she's in Washington State, which is just south of British Columbia, and they missed the huge problems from that storm, but there are some. And Mary, did you get hit by the other storm that hit? I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, or did that not come north and get you? We didn't get that. North part of our island got hit by the bomb cyclone, but okay. So let's see here. Here we are. We're going to log into the back end of the sandbox site. And Joomla 4.04 is available. So let's go update now. Mary's at the top of a mountain, so and everything rolls downhill, including the goats. So Mary, you look down on everybody. Is that what you're saying? All right. So just out of safety, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off this. Let's just see what happens here. All right. So we'll go to live update. These things could cause problems. Convert forms. I don't think so. So we'll, because I've got the latest version. I don't know why it's saying that. Let's give it a try. Let's watch me work. So, and we'll go and install the update. Now, if this works, I'm just going to duplicate this process on the live site. So let's see what happens here to our sandbox install. We also, in the storm here, we were without power for 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours? Yeah, probably, maybe 4 hours. Maybe it was only 3 hours. We live on a main street, so we get back pretty quickly sometimes. But fiber lines were down in a number of places too, so we didn't even have data on our cell phones. Oh, cache cleaner is not compatible. It's being disabled. Oh, great. Nice. I'm not sure how I missed that, but it looks like the update happened. So now let's preview. There you go. Cassiopeia. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. So, yes, Mary likes data and power. I played a game on my phone and it's so for those it's days are getting long. Excuse me, days are getting shorter here. So it was started getting dark around. It gets dark here around 4:30. So we just sat upstairs. Susan had a nap on the love seat. We had the fireplace going, the gas fireplace, and I just kind of played a game on my phone, and it was actually kind of nice to have that downtime. All right, so that looks like it's going to work fine. Now, there's still some things to do, but why don't we first of all then go back to let's close this. All right. So the one thing that we got told was cache cleaner didn't work. I like how that deactivated it. So let's go manage and manage extensions, manage and manage. And here's cache cleaner. Although it's 8.0.1, I'm pretty sure it is compatible, but you know what? Let's just remove that just to be safe so we don't have that problem on the live site. Cool. Now we have that. Now here's the thing. Components, Akiba backup, and manage backups. You'll notice here this is grayed out because it says it's obsolete. Plus, I think because we moved that location when we restored the site, it removed that backup. So just in case, I'm going to make another sandbox copy and copy over that JPA file. That will go fairly quickly. And then we'll go from there. News here from CyberSalt World headquarters. Just above me, upstairs in my house, is our dining room. And in super heavy rainstorms with the wind blowing on the back of our house, sometimes water would drip here in my office. And we actually just had that sliding door replaced yesterday. It worked out well because they wouldn't have been able to do it Monday in the storm. But it was replaced yesterday and sealed up nice, really, really, really nice. And so now I know that there will be no more drips coming down the wall here during storms. I don't have to get up in the middle of the night when I hear the wind on the back of the house and put a towel down here. So that is nice. All right, that's backed up. So now we're going to do it again on the live site. We'll go to Components, Joomla Update, and we'll go Live Update, and we will go ahead down here, yes, and install the update. So yes, it's very nice to have one less. We have a couple places in the house that leaks when it rains. It used to leak in our fireplace, but we got a new fireplace installed last year, and they put a new cap and cover on the fireplace, so we've not had any water come down it since. So that's great. There we do have one window in a downstairs bathroom too, that when the wind blows hard enough. What's happening here? Come on. This is going here, right? I'm just waiting. Anyways, when the wind blows hard enough, it does leak because it actually blows the water up out of little drains and in. Did I not click this? Let's try this again. There we go. Maybe I just didn't click. Maybe it didn't count. Maybe it got lost. Your site is being updated. Your Joomla version's now 4.0.4. Great. No warnings. All right. So let's close these other windows here. And let's go and view this here. That is good. All right. And we've got, what is that there? Interesting. What is this page here? Okay, I'll have to, I have some work to do here. But first of all, let's do a backup of this site. So let's go to Manage Backups. And here is the new view of Akiba Backup. So let's click on Akiba Backup. All right, this is what I was looking for. Akiba upgrade to, please upgrade to Akiba Backup 9. All right, you're currently using Akiba Backup 8. This version only made with limited compatibility to Joomla 4. Yes, we've seen this before. Download and install Akiba Backup. So let's download this now. Keep a backup now. And I have, I'm going to use the Pro version because I have that. So let's go up here and log in here. And I'm going to download Akiba Backup 9.08 for Joomla 4. All right. And I'm going to put that on here on my Joomla 4 and Akiba, and there you go. I will save that. Excellent. Now, we're going to go to extension. All right, yeah. So we go to extensions. So system and extensions, and we'll upload the package file, and I'm going to drag it from down there to there. Okay, now somewhere in here, okay, I don't need this window here anymore. I might need cPanel, so let's close this and that and the sandbox site. All right, I don't need the upload site, and I don't need to see the files just yet, although I will be removing things. All right, so now we go components. And now when we look under components here, it says Akiba Backup and Akiba Backup for Joomla. So if I click on Akiba Backup, that's the old one. But it says here, after installing Akiba Backup 9, click on Components, Akiba Backup for Joomla, Control Panel from Joomla Sidebar. Follow the instructions. All right, so we'll click here. Bjorn, thanks for tuning in. Have a great evening. And Verholst Roni, you have to go. All right. Thanks for tuning in today. All right. So let's click here. Oh, here. And go to Control Panel. I have to enter in my download ID before I can update it. Okay. I get that. I will do that later on. Hey, Chuck. Oh, Bjorn, you're not leaving. Oh, Verholst is leaving. Great. Oh, Maintenance Monday. You like the Okay, sorry. I'm not reading well. I might have a bigger screen coming for me to put more things on for me to follow. Other things happening here in the office. All right, so I'm going to put in the download ID later on. I'm going to migrate the settings though, and I'm going to proceed, and that's great. So now it says that I have an older version of Akiba Backup. Let's uninstall it. And there it is right there. And uninstall. All right. Okay. Let me just make a note here. J3 to J4. And also, there's something else I thought of for an idea for a tutorial. You have two extensions depending on this version of FOF. The package cannot be installed unless these extensions are uninstalled first. Uninstalling the package was successful. All right, well, conflicting message there. I'm not sure what needs the FOF, the pending version of FOF, but we will, well, we'll see what happens. Let's close that. So now we go to components, to keep a backup for Joomla, control panel. Here's our two backups. Let's make a sandbox copy of this one, just for now. I wonder what needs it. Okay, so this backup is happening. All right, so here we have this. This is pretty much okay for a very plain template for me to talk to them later on and say, hey, what would you like to do for content here? So, because I really have been waiting for direction for them from content. I do add things for them sometimes when they send it. There we go. There's our backups. Great. Now, what backups don't we need here? We don't need any of the other backups. So, this sandbox copy, you know what? I'm just going to leave this for now. Just in case. All right. Manage the backup now. Okay, so let's go to the main menu here. Let's go to System, and let's go to Templates, and let's go to Cassiopeia Details. Now we still have coax here, which I don't need, so we can remove that. Cassiopeia. Okay, this is for making overrides, template updated files. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's go here. I am looking for System, Manage, Site Template Styles. That's what I want. That's a little change. All right, so Cassiopeia, and I'm going to go to the advanced here. Title, alternative to logo. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, actually they do have a logo here, so let's see. Let's look here for the logo file. Graphics. And let's view the images here. There we go. Let's use that and insert that. Title 89. Color theme standard. Alternative. Let's stick with standard for now. Let's save that. And oh, this is JCH in production mode. Set in development. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You can toggle JCH optimize with this button up in the top left. Cool, 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 cool. Make that note there. Okay. Hello, Imran. All right. So let's go save, and let's preview the page up here. We get the logo there. Not super great, but you know it's there and it's working. So that is good. So we saw back here. We'll just go save and close, and then we will go to let's go to System. Manage extensions. Let's clear that filter. Let's look at the type would be templates, and we don't need coax. Uninstall. All right. Now, why don't we, for fun, put in the top menu, which we go. So let's go to extensions. Extensions manage. No, extensions install. We'll browse. We're going to go to Joomla 4. Where are we here? Joomla 4. Foca. Now, I'm going to do another video on this, but here's something. I missed one step in Maintenance Monday that Jan from Foca told me about. And it is this. You saw here that we go into Foca top menu. We assign this to custom top. We publish it. And then there's also let's just look at that on the YouTube. Let's read those comments here. We'll just go into the back end here. Comments. I still have not replied to it. He says, "Oh, one more tip for complete display of menu items. Recommend select the alternative main menu preset." Alternative main menu preset. Okay. So let's see what that does. Yeah, alternative main menu preset. We'll save this. Oh, and then we get this menu up here is darkened out. But that was his tip for that there. But now we have that menu up at the top for us that are used to going up and grabbing things there. All right. Okie dokie. So remember just to change that preset. I almost wonder what. Let's see here. What was it by default? Oh, I can't access that directly. Modules. Let's go back here and sort by the column there. What other things happens? Preset alternative main menu. I don't know what this is. We select that. What happens to the top there? Oh, it gets. Oh, there actually is the different menus that are in there. Preset menus dashboard. Oh, cool. Should play around with that. Oh, all right. So we should use the Joomla alternative main menu. All right. All right, so we've got that top menu in there if we want to have it. We also have this menu that we can toggle on the side. That's pretty cool. And make a little note there. Let's see, updates are available. What are we missing here? Search extension package from GitHub. It's the Joomla one. And it's available as 4.0.1 dev. Now that's interesting because I don't want to update to anything that's a dev. So let's go to options and update. And yeah, we want the minimum extension stability stable. It's interesting that that's showing up there. Must be a little mistake. So unless that is stable, let's have some fun. All right. And Mary put, yes, Imran was asking about free video editors. He's got a problem where in Bangladesh it's hard for him to make payment for anything. So he was looking for a good free one. So that's in the Slack channel as well. All right, so let's go content and articles and we'll see what's happening here. We've got a bunch of things. And as we scroll down to other pages, let's go to page 3. You will see that there are a lot of things, pages here that are published. I thought there'd be some that were not. Interesting. Oh yeah, this is from 2013. I think there might also be, oh, and actually, you know what? I think that I have their old hacked WordPress site available for them to log in and look to see if there's any content that they want to move over. So all right, well, let's go to components and let's go to keep a backup for Joomla and the control panel, and we'll make a backup that will update to my Dropbox as well. So there we go. A second site switched over. Really nice. Of course, some of the other sites that are getting that I have are more complex than this. The two that I have done on the live stream on live streams are sort of basic ones, but that's good. Flexing my muscles here, looking for stuff. Plus, as time goes along, it just gets easier and easier. Let's go to put in. Let's see what regular lab stuff that we can put in here that's compatible. Because I would like to put Cache Cleaner back in. We'll just wait for this backup to finish. December the 2nd, we're a new extension that's being developed called JFields that going to have the programmer on. His name has just escaped me here. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't want to mispronounce it or get it wrong. So anyway, so that's lined up for December the 2nd. I still am just waiting to nail down a time with Tassos for him to show us a more complex creation of a complex form. So we'll be having him on. And yeah, so some of that happening. Yeah, we're wrapping. Yeah, what's today is the 17th of November. So the year is going to sneak away on us very quickly here. This post-processing sending is taking a little while, but that's talking to Dropbox from the server. That doesn't have anything to do with there we go. Now we've got this backup. I don't need the other backups, so I'm going to select all. I'm going to uncheck this first one. I'm going to go to actions and delete those. Great. And oh, look at this. Now I have one backup that's frozen from October the 16th. So I'm going to unfreeze that. And then we'll delete that one. And I think I'll freeze this one just to avoid any problems. Now, I still have the sandbox site there. So let's go to the control panel here. No, that's not control panel. Is it this one here? Probably this one. All right, so first of all, in nice order here, I'm going to go to the database and remove the database. All right, so that was J4 site. I'm going to delete that. Delete the database. Go back. I'm going to go down to the users here. Site J4. Delete that user. Yes. I'm going to go to domains, which I would like to be higher up. Let's put that up there. Yeah, domains. I'll go to subdomains, and then going to go to series. I've got old site here. Sandbox. That's the one I just did today. We'll remove that. Okay, and we will go back to the main menu here. Now we have File Manager, and here is our Sandbox folder, because the files, when you remove a subdomain in cPanel, the files still remain there. So the folders does. It's just the redirect that you're changing. So let's remove this. Skip the trash. And that is gone. Old site is still there. Do I have files in there? Yes. So that's their old site for accessing content. So I will leave that to that. Anything else that I can deal with here? No. A nice thing that I like about cPanel is this tool here as well. Under Files, go to Disk Usage, and then scroll down, and I go View Sort Directories by Disk Usage, and you can see where stuff is. So look, actually have 800 megabytes in the trash. Oh, that's probably been there for a while. And the old site here is 700. But other than that, and then there's public HTML. And I can go down other folders here and see. So you see there's a lot of stuff in WP content. But when I migrated the sites, those are images and the links still point there. And I think there's a lot of PDFs. So that's all fine. Otherwise, there's no backup here that I've got set up. There's nothing in there. So, but this trash, that's good to see. I'm going to just go into File Manager here and view trash. Oh yeah, so here's from 2012, some folder deleted, and this is all back in 2019. So I'm going to empty the trash and gain back some space on the server. And there we go. Great. All right, so now this is the download key. This is really cool for a key, but backup. I like this in Joomla. If there's a download key that's missing, you can just go right to this place to do it and where you enter it. All right, well, that will allow me to clear an email out. Hey, speaking of email, I realize, and the end of the year, I realized that I've not been keeping up my goal of having a 0 inbox. And so I actually thought, okay, I better start working earnestly on it now. I'm down to 300 emails that I still have to deal with in my inbox for forever for my business. There's lots of stuff in my other personal Gmail from old business stuff, but since I went full time and started using cybersalt.com, I have last year I dealt with all my emails from 2020, but I didn't do anything about 2019 or maybe even 2018. But I altogether now back to it's about 300 emails left for me to sort through. And a lot of them was just bacon, it's spam that you want. And so I'm instead of doing it in the last couple of days very quickly, trying to have my inbox 0 at the end of the year, I'm catching up sooner. So that is something that anyway, so now this is an email that I will be able to reply to and let them know and give them access to the site. And that is good. Imran, you're a professional person. About video editors. Let me show you something here. I'm having an interesting hair day today. Let's go right screen. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is Vegas Pro. Now this is a paid one. I pay. It's a SaaS now. And then here's my point about the professional version. Let me just open up something here. What's the yeah, here's a call that I did. So this is an interview I did with some First Nations people here in Canada. Now, there's an attractive look. But this is very complex video editor. It's not the most complex, but it's professional. I barely use all the features. I know just enough to do what I want to do. So I have some different tracks here. I know how to do fades. I know how to adjust the volume and fade in and out, and make cuts. But there's just tons of stuff that I do not use on this. But I like it. It's powerful. I mostly like it because I like to have the different tracks here, so I can zoom in and out and go from different ones. Yeah, so if you look at something, if you look at software, especially if it's free software, and you think, oh, that's got too many features, what I think is really good is this. Go with it. Just learn it. You're going to start by dragging video into this timeline. The next thing is going to be, how do I cut it? How do I crop it? So you learn that. How do I shorten this? How do I move this around? Oh, I want to fade to something else. Just those very basic things that you want. Because what will happen is that once you learn how to do that, next you'll think, oh, you know what? It would be really nice to put some text over this screen. How do I do that? Now, if you use software that's very simple, has very few features, and you exhaust all those features, and then you want to do something else, then you're going to end up moving to something more complex. Because I think quite often, I mean, as a general rule, the software that we use, or the things that we're doing and using software for, once we become comfortable with it, we begin to have ideas and creative ideas and want to do something else. And we can quickly become limited by software if we're just using the very, very small, low feature stuff. Also, too, the reason that I like this software is I could export to a really nice MP4 with a format for online. So I like that. So probably a good rule of thumb with free software certainly is try a bunch of stuff, and but if it has a lot of features on it that you think you're not going to use, you might use it. And the other thing that I think too is that when I learn software and I learn to do new things, that becomes a marketable skill. So if you overhear someone at a get together saying, "Oh, I'm working on this video and I'm just trying to put text on it and it's so frustrating," you can say, "Hey, I'd love to give you a quote on that work and take that off your hands and get you going." And they might say, "That's great, thank you very much." Whereas before, if you're just using something like all you're doing is cutting, pasting, and not doing anything, that's the software, you've missed an opportunity. So I'll show you some. Let me show you another program that I use here. This is Camtasia, and this is the video that I do my screen captures with. I really like Camtasia. It's pricey, but let's see. Wow, I don't. My latest project. Oh, let's see here. I don't think this is. This just got updated. Let me just see here. Camtasia 2021. I wonder where I saved it. Well, let's see. Here's all the way back to maintenance money 206. Oh, is that the... Oh, maybe that is the most recent one. Oh, I know, because I was opening other things looking for files to delete. Mary likes Filmora 10. It's what you found easiest for your needs. Good. Yeah, certainly Vegas that I use is overkill. Yes, Camtasia Pirate View is available here, but you don't want to use because you can't pay online. Yeah. Yeah, and I was just looking at my costs that for the year for business, and I'm up to about $6,000 in software. I pay for what I need to pay for. I pay for what people want me to pay for as well. I just think that's the right thing to do. and for my faith in Jesus, that's I don't want to be stealing stuff to run my business. So yes, but that's pricey and that's expensive, and I'm also in a market where I'm charging a lot of money for things too. So um, uh, but those are just things that I've used for a long time. So Vegas, I could maybe almost go do without it, but I know it and I like it, so I do it. So, and I find projects for it. Anyway, so yeah, here's Camtasia, and as you will recognize, here is my final cuts down here. I've got a menu. I have a library item for my introduction, and I drag my videos in and just do different things, and got my cuts and transitions here. In fact, actually, you know what? I bet you something that I did not do that I normally do is here. When I transition back to full screen at the end of a tutorial, I usually, well, maybe I did do it. Yeah, I did click reverse. Yeah. How much is the price of any Windows copy there? 25 cents. Yes, and I realize different things are happening in different contexts around the world. So yeah, so I like I like Camtasia for getting tutorials, and you can edit videos with Camtasia as well. You just drop in your raw video and do your editing and transitions and stuff like that. So Camtasia is a little bit light, I find, on changing, like just adjusting the color or correcting or stuff like that. Not as robust as Vegas, but yes. Well, and that's the thing, Ivor, about illegal copies of stuff. You make yourself vulnerable to backdoor problems and stuff like that people have introduced into the product. All right, so let's not change this. Let's go to System and install extensions. Let's see if there's anything new for Joomla 4 out this week. Newest first. Oh, there you go. There is some new stuff here. Well, let's have a look. No follow by SEO NW. This plugin creates no follow links and articles. It's your choice to add no follow, no open, no refer, and target equals blank on all your Joomla website with one click. Wow, you can configure the plugin to your needs. Want target equals blank when you not set in an article? The plugin does it automatically for you. If you wish no follow on all external links, you can configure what you need. It also adds no open or no refer to all your links if you wish. It's compatible with Joomla 4. Joomla 3 and older not supported. Minimum of 5.4 PHP. PHP 8 recommended. That's curious, isn't it? Because if it only works in Joomla 4, you don't need that minimum PHP 5.4. Because I don't think Joomla 4 works on PHP 5.4, does it? But, oh, that's kind of neat. Let's go to the developer website. All right. I'm going to accept these cookies. I think I'm accepting them. Interesting. You can configure plugins to any. You want target? Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's go back and see what else is new here. Whoops, daisy. Yeah, install from web. Recently updated. J Hotel Portal. No. Not recently updated. Newest first. MX Super News. Super News module displays custom items in a beautiful layout. Pro version 12 has 12 styles and can display Joomla content or custom items. Let's go to the developer website. Super News over here. We'll accept those cookies. Here's a look at what we've got here. Select the category. Wow, lots of settings. That's nice. Style 1, style 2, style 4, style 5. Oh, lots of styles. That's very nice. Mixed web templates. Let's see what they have for other extensions. Super Slider, Super News, Animate while scrolling. Oh, let's see that. Oh, nice. I'm scrolling down and then it goes to the left. Oh, and then it goes through everything side by side. Cool. Oh, that's a neat effect. The only challenge is that I'm using the scroll wheel, so if I want to move over, I just have to jump to get that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Chuck says it might be a Webflow website. I don't know what that would be. Webflow. It certainly does flow though. Modals, multi-gallery, a countdown module, carousel. Boy, they've got a lot of extensions here. Are these all theirs? Another snowflake one. Are these theirs or are they just this? This can't be theirs. Do they really have 4 pages of this many things? That's quite a bit. It's a web platform. Okay. It's a web platform, I'm guessing, so the fact that you could actually scroll down and it went down through the order of things. It flowed. All right. This must be them, man. How have we never heard of them before? Awesome fact. Cool. Oh, that's really nice stuff. Looks very nice. No coding either. Cool. Oh, very, very, very nice. I like that. It looks nice. Okay, so I know what's going to happen here. We go back and we're going to go to install and we're going to recently newest first. All right, Really nice. Recognize this AA here. TikTok embed. Okay, let's check this out. Show TikTok video. Let's go open a new tab. And let's see the live demo. All right. Okay. And if I click home here, this will do that. No, newest first. Well, boy, there's a lot here. I think, okay, not too many though, because we've got disable login, prevents users to log in the front end, blocks access to direct system addresses like COM users. It's good practice uses combination of disabling all login forms and modules, because with this plugin they're functionless anyways. Disable login on the front end. Cool. Now, yeah, because if the module's not published, I think you can still try to log in. All right. Install. What else have we got here? Recently updated. No, not recently updated. Newest first. Slideshow for banners. There we go. We'll open this in a new tab here. And let's go to the demo. Zed has some new extensions that also have good ratings. What's Zed? Everyone post a link in there. Okay, there's a carousel at the top here. Slideshow for banners. So this module showed Joomla banners as a carousel slideshow. All right. A tip calculator. Bill. Select a tip. Cool. AA extensions. They have a lot. A lot of stuff. And the last one here, open a new tab. Current news. Current news Joomla module designated to introduce the user to the content / articles of your website. The module shows the users the article's title. Cool. Demo. Oh, the JED has some new extensions. Okay. Yes. So here's current news with latest articles. Okay. Nice, good square look. The top view here. Nice, showing on Cassiopeia. Interesting. All right, and I think that's all the new ones, because we did see JMP Moto pop up, custom fields everywhere, pricing and that from last week. So, okay, all right, everybody. Well, one more site migrated, more things learned, and very, very cool. AA is a Bangladeshi company. Yes, and he's a lecturer at a college. I've seen him chatting. I forget offhand what his name is. Let's just see, because I think it will show his name here. A extensions. Let's see the developer. What is his name? Here's all of his extensions. His favorites, his reviews, his extensions. Oh, I forget what his name is. But yes, yeah, he's got a lot of stuff there, and that's cool. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Yeah, we'll just keep trucking along, and yeah, lots of things that lots of changes happening. Like I mentioned here, my son-in-law's company has like a 55-inch TV that he does not want to store anymore at his house, so he's going to store it here at Cybersalt World headquarters. And I don't know if I'm going to use it as a monitor on for working, or else I'm going to use it as a TV for watching, and then bring my other flat screen, which is smaller than that, over to the screen here and over to my desk and see. I don't know. Anyways, the office is getting changed around a little bit and moving out, and we will see. We will see what happens there. So I'll keep you up to date on that. So, all right, everybody. Yes, I will, Chuck, I will have fun with emails, trying to catch up on some things there. And lots of things happening on the go here. I finally kind of got things happening with an accountant. Yeah, I don't know. I realized, I don't know, did I do a My Plans for Business Success in 2021? Because I think maybe I did at the beginning of the year. I must have. I mean, you know, with the times we live in, sometimes, what is it? My son told me, you don't know what day it is. It's Blur's Day. Blur's Day. You know, some things are very fast. So something that happened last week seems like it was last week, but then there's things that seem like they were last week that were months ago, and then man, the beginning of the year, trying to remember if I did a Plans for Success video or whatever, I don't know. I know the pandemic was in 2020, so I would have done one 2019, and so I think I did do one. Anyways, I should revisit it. We will see. Anyways, all right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for your support of this channel. Thanks for doing stuff in Slack as well. And yeah, so I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that you are well and safe. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.